in this place. So you need to use this. If those who have not installed till now, you will use this platform. You will write your queries here. And those who have installed will use this version, and it will be, once you install it, it will be in this yellow color format. And I told you how to get this software. I told you in order to get this software, what you need to do, you need to search SQL Server download, and you will get the first link of the Microsoft website itself. You go to the Microsoft website, and because this software is free for you, okay, so you need to download it from the website directly. So you need to download, I told you, this Express one, okay, because this is the free edition of SQL. And in this version, full featured free edition, but this is a licensed product, okay. So if you are doing a development using this, then that will be licensed, okay. But this is not licensed, this is free, and this is original, and they will not ask you any money for this. So this no, just download this, like I have downloaded, I'm using it, that one, okay. So you click there, and all the things will start by itself. Are you getting? So let me download the connector also. In the coming classes, you will require the connector also, that will download it from here, okay. So once you download it, this, if you download this, first download this one, Express. Then after that, you can download this Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So what I am showing it here, this is the Management Studio. You can see it is written Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, okay, MSSMS, okay, this is known as. So I'm also sharing the link of this website from where you can download it. So I will share it here. So I'm writing it here. Download link for SQL Server 18. Okay. So this is what is happening. So SQL Server, I have done this, and this is SQL Server 80 version. So let's start with this. So if you wanted, if you don't have this, then you will use this online platform. This also I have told you, you just type here on the browser SQL compiler online, and this will be the first link which I have opened. Program is one, and here also you can write down the command like we were doing the yesterday, okay. But now today I will start these commands on the directly SQL Server, because this is for the temporary one, okay. Because if you have not downloaded it, then you can, for 1 or 2 days you can practice, but from here making the database and connecting is not possible, so we'll connect it from there only, okay. So let's go to that studio here. This is there, and if I double click it here, so let's start. Once you double click, you need to wait for a few seconds or maybe few minutes also. It depends upon the type of processor you're using in your system. So if you're using a very older system, then this will not work. So always try to have the Windows operating system 8.1 and above for this to work properly. Okay. So once you open it, it will come like this. So we are doing this Windows authentication only. So I'm just connecting it here. Or click on connect, and now it is connected. Okay. So here you will see different folders are there: databases, securities, server objects, replicates, this. Okay. So all are functional. Okay. So voice was not there. Okay. Again, we are connected. So in the databases, you will see the database that you create. Okay. Are you getting? So you can see only there is one database here, that is SMS college. So in order to create our system, then what we need to do, we need to have this, there is one query window here, new query. You click on this new query, there will be a white screen here. And now you can write down your queries here. Okay. So the first query, the first step of creating a database is to, this is step one. Step one is to create database. So the command is also create database, then the database name. Suppose our college name is IIT. So I will create a database with the name IIT. Okay. So simply what I need to write down here, create database IIT or whatever the name is. I will just click on execute button. You will see this here green button here, play button option here. It is written execute, or you can press F5 from the keyboard. So if I click it here and if it shows the message command completed successfully, that means your database has been created. So if I refresh this folder, refresh it, right click and refresh it, you can see your database has been created here with the name IIT. Okay. So now this is the first step. Now the second step is, now we have step two. Then the step two is create the table. So for creating the table, the command is create table, then the table name. Okay, suppose the table name is for the employee, or suppose the faculty. So for the faculty, I'm just writing the command create table faculty, and then in the faculty will have ID that is of integer type. Will have a name that will be your varchar type. So I'm giving the size 30 here also. Then we'll have salary, that is again integer type. Then again it will I told you in the last class, in order to avoid duplicate values, we will put constraint here. Suppose I will put it here primary key. So write it on primary key here. Okay. In the name also there is one more constraint that I can put. I wanted that the name field should not be blank. So what I will do, I will put it here, one constraint known as not null. Constraint means it will provide a restriction that nobody should enter null value. Then after the salary, I will put one column here is designation. That is also varchar, and again it is, this is also 30. Okay. So let's execute this and let's see whether it is working or not. So let me copy it from here, this query. And here I will remove this, and in this place I will put this. So before executing, so database you can create directly, but when you are doing any other query apart from database, you need to see this place here where it is written master. You can drop it down, and from here you have to select your database. Otherwise, what will happen if something else is selected, and if you create a table, that table will be created in that database. So first select your database. I have selected my database, IIT. And if I click on execute query, see this command has been successfully executed. Okay. And if I go to the IIT folder here, and if I go to the tables, okay. Okay. So in this, if you go to this, and you can see your faculty table that you have created. You can see here faculty, and if you open it, here it will also have columns and keys. So if you go to the columns, you see there is a key option. See, there is a key, that is a primary key, that is the ID. Then the next column is name, then the next column is salary, then the next column is designation. You have this, these are the columns, and then you have keys. In the keys you will have this faculty. So faculty ID is the key. Okay, so that is one key only is there. Okay, so you have created this. So we have written this. We can delete it from here because we have already written there. Then I told you the next query that need to be fired is we have created the table. Now we wanted to see the table. So step three is see, I've shown you manually also, but once you connect the application with the database, you will not see this. This is the control of the admin, because we are the admin just now, so we can see both, and we are the developer also, so we can write the code also, and we can see it physically also. Okay. But in the coming that thing, you will not be able to do this both this together. You will be able to do only one of them. Okay, only the queries. So there is one command in order to see this table structure, there is a command that is known as describe. Okay, so the spelling is wrong. Okay, describe it not work. So the command is select all from. Then I will write down the table name. That is FACULTY. Okay. So I'm just writing select all from faculty. So I think the table name is wrong. FACULTY. That is correct. Semicolon. That's execute. The table name is faculty. FACULTY. Okay, that is correct. Let me see. You see, your queries have been fired and there is no data in this. Okay. So in order to step 3 is to insert data in the table. So inside the table there must be some data. So I will just remove this and write down the query here, insert into the faculty. Then there is a keyword known as values, and then you start doing it. Okay, so the first value is suppose this, and after this you have name field. In the name field you put it something like, I'm putting it here in comma, and the next value. Then the next value is suppose salary is there. Then if you go to the next value, then there is a designation. The designation is suppose I'm like writing anything. I'm writing programmer. The designation is programmer. So here you remember that single quotes will not work, not double quotes. Okay, we are putting it on. This is a single quotes, and this will also be single quotes. On database, single quotes will work, not double quotes. Okay. So suppose if I execute it here, you see one row affected. That query has fired. Okay. So what I will do, I will just get this from here and put it here. Okay. So you can fire this query 2-3 times. If I again fire it, what will happen? There will be a problem. It is showing that there is a primary key constraint we have put it in the table and duplicacy is not allowed. So that is why we have put it there. So you cannot put this column name, this ID name as a duplicate, means same cannot be there. It can be anything else, like I'm putting 106, then it will work. Okay. Although the same entry can be there, the rest of the entries can be same. Okay. Like if I execute this will work. But we have left something. What is saying? Question mark after the character. This. Okay, let me insert it here. Unclosed question mark. We have put it somewhere question mark or something. Okay, now one word is affected. Okay. So now again the second query has been written. Now I will change this completely. Like I'm putting the ID say different also, and okay, Albert. And in the place of programmer we have design. Okay. And again I'm executing this query. So see 3 rows have been affected. Okay, so again I'm just swapping this from here and I'm putting it here. Now the step 4 is to check the records. So in order to check the records, I told you the command is select all. All star means all from table name. Table name is faculty. Okay. So this need to be put here. Write it down. Select all from table name is faculty. This one. So see, I have run this query and you can see all the records that I have inserted is there. So you can see this column cannot be ID, cannot be duplicated, but rest can be duplicated. See, like this one I have duplicated just to show you. And here I have kept it different. Okay. So this is what can be done through this one. Apart from this, I can select multiple type of queries. Like if I just wanted to select the record of that person only whose name is Albert. So what I will do here, I will just write down a condition where name equals to Albert. Okay. So again, I'm putting double quotes. This will be a single quotes here. Single quotes. Their name is Albert. Okay. So the column name is name. So if I execute, you see only the record of the Albert will come. Rest will not come. Okay. So you can have a conditional programming also, means if you want the record of those person only, like when you go to the bank, the clerk asks you to tell you your account number. So clerk, why he ask for account number? Because using the account number, he can fetch your records. So like in our table we have ID. So with the name of ID we can also do. We can fetch the records because name can be same for many employees in the company, but what cannot be same is the ID. So I will write it down here where ID equals to 105. So if I run it here, so we don't have any record with 105, we have record with 106. So see, Saurabh has this ID 106. So you can run the queries based on your choice also. You don't want all the records, then you can put the condition. So condition is always put with a where clause. So where is a clause? So there are many ways of checking the. So this is a DQL command. This is a DML command, and this is a real. So regarding, we have seen all the three type of commands here. So some of these commands, real command, we'll see more here. So one more command I will show you here. So just let me write it down, that command here. So that command is select command only, but it has a different way of writing it. So the different way of writing it here is different. Like there is one command I told you, alter command. So we use basically the alter command to change the structure of the existing table. So like there is a clause known as add. So if I write down the alter command, alter table, then the table name, if I write down, suppose I'm writing down here faculty. So I'm putting alter table faculty, and then I will put the add keyword here. Then if I add one, suppose I wanted to add one field known as address, and that will be varchar type, and I'm putting that size as 30, then this can work. Okay. So if you just copy it from here, we go to this place here. If I put it here, and if I execute, you can see command completely successful. Okay. Command completed successfully, you can see here. And here I will show you by writing this command, select all from table name is faculty. So if I execute it here, you will see one more column here. See, certificate will be provided by the admin side. They will provide once the course is complete. So in few classes, it will be completed. once we connect our application to the database. So you can see this address column has been added here. Are you getting? So you can run this queries in the online one also. So you can start doing it. And this is an alter command. I have just shown you one of them, add. Modify I cannot show you because for modify we need to delete it. So we'll do it after once you do this queries. So just go to this, and I'm giving you 10 minutes. Just do it. Just do these commands from here, from step 1 to step 5. So fifth one I'm putting it here because fifth one is not the part of this, but I'm putting it here. You can do it afterwards after you have done all the steps. So this is step 5, but step 5 is not mandatory. Okay, so this is not a compulsion one. Fifth one, but the 1 to 4 are compulsory. Whenever you do anything new or something, you have to use this. So just I'm giving you 10 minutes. Just do it, all these steps. If you don't, if you have not downloaded it, do the on the online one, online compiler.